In the vast tapestry of life, every journey is woven with threads of purposeful action. I remind you, great leaders, that the art of leadership does not manifest suddenly, nor does it erupt from the ground fully formed. Rather, it emerges like the delicate bloom of a flower from the soil, nurtured by countless small gestures and persistent effort. In our quests, we must embrace the truth. A formidable tree, with its resolute trunk, began as a mere seed. The first step you take, however minute it may seem, is the very foundation upon which your destiny is built. The essence of leadership lies in the deliberate cultivation of habits. With each day, as the sun rises in an eternal cycle, so too should we strive to rise above our fears and complacency. Contemplate the significance of simple actions. It is not in grand declarations but rather in steadfast commitment to our daily choices that the transformation occurs. Each victory over self-doubt or minor habit fortifies our will, making us impervious to the storms that may assail us in times of conflict. Greatness is born not only from triumph but from the resilience to face those first, daunting steps with courage. As you gather your warriors, remind them that epic journeys do not unfold in a day. They are composed of moments, each one a critical decision, a calculated move in the grand game. A great leader must instill within their people the understanding that every endeavor, regardless of its scale, is a step toward the fulfillment of a greater purpose. The road may be long and fraught with uncertainty, yet every footfall brings us closer to our aspirations. As you walk your path, teach others to notice the significance of small achievements. Celebrate them. Let your followers understand that every small step carries potential for greater accolades. Leadership is not simply the act of guiding others. It is also about empowering those around you to recognize their own capability to move forward. In this, I implore you to observe with intent. Small steps build momentum towards greater victories, thus forming a legacy that echoes through the ages. Thus, to you, noble leaders, I pose this reflection. Where will your first step lead you? Every path unfolds from a singular choice, and from that choice a multitude of outcomes arise. Such is the nature of our existence, a chain reaction ignited by our willingness to begin. Therefore, let us not delay. The journey awaits. In all things, remember, great victories begin with small steps taken with purpose. In the gentle unfolding of each day, we are met with a multitude of choices, each one a potential path to greatness or folly. As leaders, it is our solemn duty to recognize that even the most insignificant decision can set forth a ripple that shapes the destiny of those we guide. Take, for instance, the humble act of rising early to contemplate the tasks that lie ahead. While it may seem inconsequential, each act of discipline forms a solid foundation for the labyrinth of challenges that will confront us. Leadership is not born from one's position but cultivated through the persistent effort to nurture oneself and those around. Consider a gardener tending to young saplings, nurturing them with care, providing them with the right amount of sunlight and water. In this manner, small acts of kindness, patience, and foresight build the character of a leader. Such small rituals of leadership may not yield immediate rewards, yet they inevitably fortify the bonds of trust with our followers, setting the stage for collective triumphs. As the ancient saying teaches us, mastery is not a product of sudden brilliance but a manifestation of countless repetitions honed over time. Let us reflect on the warrior who practices diligently, drawing their bowstring not just for the sake of a single shot but as a discipline that must be lived each day. In each failure, and in each moment of restraint, a leader grows, learning not to shy away from adversity, but to confront it with courage and resolve. In moments of uncertainty, let us remember that even the smallest step forward can lead us through the darkest shadows. With each decision, let us be deliberate, for our actions resonate beyond our immediate perception. Today's act of courage, be it overcoming a personal fear or fostering a supportive environment among our brethren, is what lays the groundwork for tomorrow's achievements. Thus, the path to mastery unfolds not in a singular triumph, but through the steady accumulation of resolve, honed by our daily trials and tribulations. Let each moment be a testament to our commitment to lead, for the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Further, Let that step be forged with intention and spirit, for therein lies the essence of true leadership and honor. As the dawn light breaks upon the earth, it is a gentle reminder that each new day offers us the opportunity to embark on our journeys anew. The path of a leader is not forged in an instant, nor does it yield to the brilliance of a single victory. Instead, it is intricately woven from countless small decisions and deliberate actions taken over time. In the quiet moments of reflection, one must acknowledge that the act of leading begins with the resolute commitment to take the first step, even when the road ahead is shrouded in uncertainty. Consider the bamboo that grows in the forest. For years, it may appear as nothing more than an unyielding seed buried in soil. It does not bloom immediately. It spends time in preparation, drawing strength from the earth that surrounds it. Only after a lengthy period of unseen growth does it finally break through the surface, reaching toward the heavens. Each day of its hidden struggle is essential to its future growth. So it is with leadership. The power to inspire and lead stems from nurturing oneself in patience and humility, laying the groundwork for the greatness that lies ahead. As you tread this path, do not fear the small victories. Each triumph, no matter how seemingly minor, builds upon the last. The rejection of a fear, the decision to rise early, the choice to engage rather than avoid, these acts are not mere trifles but the very fabric of leadership integrity. They provide a foundation upon which larger conquests can confidently stand. It is essential to cultivate an awareness that the journey to mastery is a series of incremental advancements. It is in this slow and deliberate progress that true strength develops, preparing you for the inevitable challenges that lie in wait. Remember, it is not the destination that defines a leader, but the continual strides along the pathway. Even when hardships present themselves, do not retreat. Instead, recognize them as part of the journey. Each obstacle surmounted, each hesitation faced, contributes to the tapestry of one's leadership experience. Embrace the process and find solace in the knowledge that the formidable burdens you bear today will yield the robust fortitude required for tomorrow's greater trials. Focus on the essence of the first step, for therein lies the birth of your future legacy. As I reflect upon the path of leadership, I am reminded that even the mightiest river begins as a trickle. Each droplet of water, though small and seemingly insignificant, contributes to the greater flow that nourishes the land. Similarly, our efforts, though they may appear modest at first, coalesce into a force that can carve through mountains and shape destinies. The act of leading is akin to guiding that river. It requires patience, vision, and an understanding of the terrain we traverse. In the face of obstacles, it is crucial to remind ourselves that the greatest triumphs are not bestowed but earned, step by step. Each day presents an opportunity to engage with our fears and to practice the virtues we wish to embody. When we confront our uncertainties with resolve, we fortify the very foundation upon which our leadership rests. It is not the absence of fear that defines a leader, but rather the courage to act in spite of it, turning each small victory into a building block for the future. Consider the way a tree grows. It does not leap into the sky but rises gradually, reaching for the sun, its roots firmly embedded in the soil below. Similarly, our leadership must be rooted in steadfast principles and nurtured through consistent effort. The great leaders of our time were once mere mortals walking uncertain paths. It was through their commitment to daily actions, no matter how trivial they seemed, that they became the pillars of strength and wisdom we admire. In moments of doubt, reflect on the virtues that guide you. Each small act of kindness, every decision made with integrity, and each moment of self-reflection contributes to our growth as leaders. Let us not be daunted by the distance we must travel, but rather embrace the journey's beginning. Every journey starts with a single step, and with purpose and persistence, we shall flourish on the path we forge together. In the quiet stillness of dawn, when the world is draped in the soft embrace of uncertainty, remember that every leader must first tread the path of humility. As I walk through the mist of unknown terrains, I am reminded of the vital truths that lie in each small action. Leadership is not the sound of trumpets or the roar of adulation. It is the gentle and persistent whisper of resolve. The courage to take that initial step, even when the ground is unsteady, is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. As I gaze upon the mountains that stand resolute, I see in them the embodiment of patience and perseverance. They were not formed in a day, nor do they stand tall without enduring the test of time. Each ascent begins not with a leap, but with a single, measured footfall. Thus, we must nurture the belief that every small victory, be it the overcoming of doubt or the mastery of a skill, serves as the cornerstone of our greater triumphs in leadership. When faced with the fortitude of an opponent, it is easy to become engulfed by the overwhelming nature of the challenge that lies ahead. However, remember that the mightiest rivers carve canyons from the stubborn rock not by great force, but by the relentless persistence of flowing water. Each drop contributes to the erosion of resistance. Therefore, when you find yourself confronted by daunting circumstances, embrace the small victories that pave the way to monumental achievements. Celebrate them as victories of spirit, for they are the building blocks of your legacy. As leaders, we often seek immediate outcomes, yearning for the applause that accompanies grand victories. Yet, we must cultivate patience within ourselves and recognize the profound power of incremental progress. With each intention, each decision, we are laying the groundwork for something much larger. Let our journey begin with mindful awareness. Let each day mark a new opportunity to step forth, unfaltering and resolute. In this way, we weave a tapestry of leadership that is rich in purpose and aligned with the destiny we seek to fulfill. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.